It's Perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. My mind is blown. I feel like Marvel really is starting to really put the pieces together. This will contain spoilers. I have to talk about spoilers. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it in this review. I have to say also, this is much better than Venom 2, the first Venom, in my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like this goofy kind of Venom, but in this, I feel like you get the sense of that savage Venom. He is very much still a savage, and they kind of play around with what that kind of means throughout this movie. But before I get into the review, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at PerpMiner420. Now, I kind of want to just, you know what? I'll wait because I know everybody's been talking about this post-credit scene, and I just want to say I called it. Before we get into all of that, let's dive into exactly what this movie is about. So, we get introduced to Cletus Kasady, which I would rather like the younger Cletus Kasady to been Cletus Kasady compared to Woody Harrelson. You know, he was okay as Carnage in this. He definitely lived up to the expectations to a degree. It became sort of like this love story for Cletus's character. You know, we get introduced to this other character that is the second villain, is Shriek, and she just screams. She's very wacky. Once you get to actually see this character in action, Cletus, I really like the backstory. When they explain the backstory, they do a lot of interesting things. I like how they show the actual symbiotes and how they work and how they utilize their powers. Really dope. Really fucking dope. I think it's a lot cleaner than the first one. The action was really good. Like I said, we get two different kind of stories going on. Like, you have Cletus Cassidy or Carnage and Shriek having like this kind of love interest. Carnage doesn't really like Shriek. And we also get to see Carnage talk. Obviously, we know that he talks. Now, going over to Eddie and Venom, because these two kind of have a relationship that's similar to Larry and the Negative Spirit from Doom Patrol. If you know, you know. They kind of struggle with, you know, the rules. Eddie wants Venom to, you know, stick to this chicken and candy and chocolate diet. Venom's just like, no, man, I gotta be free. I'm a predator. I gotta eat human heads to get more powerful and, you know, to pretty much survive. And I kind of like that. I like that back and forth, because I know reviews came out there saying like, Eddie is in love with Venom, Venom's in love with Eddie. It's very exaggerated. It's just more of a bromance, if that makes any sense. You know, they are becoming one with each other, and they spend some time away from each other, which gives us hints of something to come in the future of Marvel as a whole. And it's really starting to piece things together, and we're seeing how, man, like, Marvel is really going crazy with this multiverse shit, man. It's just, but overall, I think people will enjoy this movie. I think it being 90 minutes didn't really bother me, because I feel like certain things were paced out better than others. I feel like the fight at the end with Venom and Carnage could have been a little bit longer. I don't think, now, like I said, this is a spoiler, so I don't think that Carnage is dead. I feel like he could come back at any time, but there's probably going to be another big threat that's going to come in the next Venom movie, or however they move forward with that whole universe. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, action is pretty clean. I think Andy Serkis is the one that directed this, if I'm correct. Did a really good job with this. Like I said, I like how the symbiotes kind of like maneuver and move and all that stuff, and this could have really used a rated R stamp, man. That would have just took this movie to the next level. You could really see these characters go all out, but I think they do a well enough job that is passable. I hope in the future they could just make like rated R editions, like have a director's cut or something like that. But now let's talk about this post-credit scene. So if you don't want to know anything about this post-credit scene, if you haven't seen this movie yet, turn off right now, come back later. I told y'all, if they make another Venom movie, they have to bring in Spider-Man, and they pretty much confirmed that now Venom is in the MCU. Man, the way that they did that was really crazy. You see Spider-Man on the news, and like I said in this tweet, man, they have to have a scene at the end of Venom 2 where Venom sees Spider-Man. He's like, oh, I want to eat that guy. And they didn't say that exactly, but he licks the screen. And man, I don't know where that's going to go, where that's heading. Hopefully we see Spider-Man in Venom 3, because that would just be huge. There's a lot of potential for what Sony is doing, because they're building up their villains right now in the Sony universe. So bringing Spider-Man into just with Venom, Craven, Morbius, whatever the fuck, that's going to be dope. Let me know. It's got me excited for the future of just, Spider-Man and No Way Home. Man, it's a good time to be a comic book fan right now. We're just getting a lot of heat. Let me know how you guys feel about the movie in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.